Ooh, I woohooed a werewolf. And I do it again too. That's funny. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn and we are back again for some more werewolves gameplay. I've been thinking a little bit about where exactly I want to go with this particular Let's Play. One of the things that I do want to do is I want to try and have Elliana and Lou get together because Lou is Elliana's fated mate. So it seems like having them get together would be a good idea. And what I was thinking is with the announcement of the next expansion pack coming out and that being at the end of July and it being high school oriented, I thought maybe we could potentially have them have a child and then get that child to be like almost a teenager or really close to being a teenager at the point in time when that high school expansion pack drops, and then maybe we take a werewolf teenager through the high school pack and explore it that way. It was just a thought that I had, something that we could do with Elliana and just see how that goes. Now, in our last episode, we did experience the full moon for the first time. So Elliana's been through her first full moon. Now they have moved on into wanting to be a wild fang and kind of advancing through the wild fang pack. And a couple of the things that we have to do for that is we have to get into some spars with some werewolves. We also have to convert people into a werewolf. So I want to keep working on that, keep seeing what we need to do to ascend through the ranks of the wild fangs, because ultimately we want to be the alpha of that pack. So let's get back into the game. If you will recall, the last time we were playing, we had just turned Jenna Akiyama into a werewolf. That was the first person that we have turned into a werewolf for our wild fang renegade aspiration. And she's now leaving. You can see she's got the cursed bite right there. We've got to turn 2 more people into werewolves. We're currently reading a werewolf book at the moment, just kind of hanging out outside because that's what Elliana likes. She doesn't really like being cooped up inside the house. It's not really their jam. So right now we're just sitting out here and we are reading a book. All right, we just finished sparring again with Lou and we have another ability point. So we're gonna take a look at what options we have and spend our next ability point. One of the things that I'm actually kind of thinking about doing is developing this will to resist, where we have a little bit more control when we are rampaging. So like when our fury gets filled and we're rampaging, we have a little bit more control over what we are doing. And I think that that might be the best thing to do for us. And I know we had something that said about territory marking as part of helping with our aspiration, but sparring seems to be helping with that just as well, and it also helps build our relationship. So I think we're going to go ahead and pick up the will to resist as our ability, and hopefully when we do get enraged, it's not quite as bad. All right, we're gonna give Rory this gift this figurine that we found scavenging. I'm not sure what we need to do to like go like increase our rank in the pack. I feel like challenging Rory for leadership would be a bad idea right now. So maybe we'll ask for pack mentorship. Maybe that will help. And we could always try to spar Rory and see how that goes, although I think they're probably going to be better than us with that. All right, well that actually looked like we were fairly evenly matched with that. We didn't get beat by Rory, so that's a good sign, I think. And we're going out to hunt for food because we are hungry and we can only eat like raw meat. So we need to get some food, but our fury is getting kind of full, so we may rampage pretty soon, which will help us see like what effect that ability that we gained. All right, so we've got some fresh meat. Oh, we got quite a bit of it, so we're gonna eat some, and then let's contribute the rest of what we don't eat to the pack resources. We've headed over to the gym in Willow Creek so that we could have Elliana do some working out and have them increase their fitness skill. The tricky part is their fury is almost completely full. So, okay, we can do a somber howl. Let's do that. It's because we also need to meet some people that we can transform into werewolves, but we don't want to like scare everybody before we get the chance to like do that. So we will somber howl and then go back to working out some more. Although we've got to be careful because we don't like being inside. I see Moira Fries over here. So let's come over here and introduce ourselves to Moira. She might be pregnant. She almost looks like she might be. So we are going to just be nice. We're going to ask about the baby. Yep. So she is pregnant. And we're just going to interact with Moira. And I don't know if we can turn her into a werewolf if she's pregnant. I feel like we can't. Yeah, pregnant Sims can't be bitten. But that's okay, because we can work on developing a relationship with her so that when she is no longer pregnant, then we can turn her into a werewolf. We seem to be getting on with her pretty well. Radical, Elliana has been promoted to the rank of beta in the Wild Fang. In the world's most inaccurate sundial has been added to Elliana's inventory and is also available for purchase. Okay, so that's good. So if we're the beta, that means there's only one rank to go, and that is alpha. So we're getting close with that, but I don't think we're there yet. I definitely think we need to work on our fitness skill a little bit more, probably need to increase our abilities a bit more, because Rory is definitely a much more advanced werewolf than we are. So we need to be on our game before we can challenge Rory to be alpha. We have woken up enraged, which is maybe not the best, and we have to go to the bathroom. But we seem to have some control over being enraged. Maybe because we're not quite there yet. Yeah, because the beast beckons. Elliana is losing her grip on humanity and will soon give in to the beast within. Make sure to keep Elliana a safe distance away from anyone. You wouldn't want anything bad to happen, right? So Elliana is definitely like very close. So we're gonna come outside. Elliana is now a veteran werewolf. She has experienced most of what werewolf life has to offer, but there's always room to learn. The sim has a new temperament that affects how they navigate the world and what causes fury to bubble over. Also, be sure to check new abilities as well. All right, so we are definitely enraged and rampaging, but we're supposedly supposed to have a little bit more control over ourselves and what we can do. I don't know how. And we have a new ability called Night Wolf. Night Wolves prefer sleeping during the day and gain fury when deviating from a nocturnal sleep cycle. So we want to sleep during the day. This is interesting. Can we go hunting as... No, okay, try to regain control. All right, let's see if we're able to, if that does anything for us. All right, we're fighting the fury. And it did. We were able to regain control. Okay, that is a useful ability. I bet that has a cooldown, so we probably have to use it sparingly, but it's a good thing to know that we have. We're gonna hunt for some food and get our hunger up and then clean ourselves, and then we need to do our other ability. Oh, Lou's calling. Okay, Lou got a job. Good job. He's a tough guy at mob wives. All right, good for Lou. We're gonna wolf down some raw meat. I'm also thinking that we might want to have Elliana potentially get pregnant and have a pup. Okay, so we've got another ability point that we can use. So we've got some options. We've got Vicious Howl, which lets us let loose a terrifying howl. Hunting Party, we can lead a group hunt. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Lunar Resistance protects against the moon's harmful effects. While a full moon is glorious in sight to many, it sparks dread for some werewolves. With lunar resistance, the werewolf will no longer fight the influence on their psyche, letting them explore the night unhindered. Tunneler, bore through the earth with a handy tunnel. Ooh, that's interesting. Primal Instincts, tapped into your instincts for a quick confidence boost. Okay, so we could... I'm wondering if we want to try, do we want to do Tunneler or Group Hunter? Let's do Group Hunter for now. We'll think about Tunneler later. Now, Apex is the top rank for Werewolf, and I think once we reach that point, that might be a good time where we can consider challenging Rory for the pack leadership. I think we are going to try for baby with Lou and see what happens. Where did Lou go? Lou vanished. We went to try for baby and then Lou disappeared. Okay. Oh, you know what? Can we not try for... Oh, we can. All right, so we are trying for a baby with Lou in the bush. So we'll see how this goes. We're gonna see if Elliana ends up pregnant with a little baby werewolf. Ooh, I woohooed a werewolf. And I do it again too. That's funny. All right, so they have had their first woohoo, which appears to have been pretty satisfactory for Elliana at least. So we'll give Lou a kiss, and then we should probably go and check out and have a pregnancy test and see if we're actually pregnant. Okay, Jenna is calling and asking us to come over. It says, Liliana, I'm officially a dog parent now. I'd love for you to stop by if you have the time. So let's go over there because we did make Jenna a werewolf. And so we can check and see how Jenna is doing with that and maybe even spar with her a little bit and help her with her werewolf abilities. And in fact, they did in fact adopt a dog. So she is kind of, looks like she's enraged a little bit. Or maybe she's turning back into a human. Okay, there we go. So Jenna got through it. Good job, Jenna. We can't spar her, it looks like, because Jenna hasn't mastered mastery. So we can just share our werewolf experiences. All right, Jenna seems to be doing okay. She's a little bit scared. So we're gonna turn back into a human. And maybe that will help. I don't know if she's scared because we were there or not. Yeah, things seem to be going pretty well with Jenna. We still have a good relationship with her, and we do need to go to the bathroom. So maybe we can use their restroom while we're here. And also take that pregnancy test. Excuse me, I have to pee. And I woohooed with my fated mate, Lou, and I need to see if I'm pregnant. Oh no, Elliana is not pregnant. That's too bad. So we know Jenna is doing okay. I think it's time to find someone else that we can start to become good friends with and make a werewolf. We've come over to the gym in Oasis Springs so that we could also work on getting our fitness ability up as well for those spars, for challenging Rory. And I also thought we could kind of look around and see who might be here that we think might make a good werewolf. At the gym, we have Marcus Flex and Alumani Auna. Oh, and Knox Greenberg. Why does part of me kind of want to make Knox Greenberg a werewolf? Like, that seems amusing. Let's go introduce ourselves to Knox. Maybe we can befriend him and become our next, and he can become our next werewolf friend. Oh, Moira's calling us, but we're gonna hold off on going with her to the Humor and Hijinks Festival for right now. She is also a potential werewolf in the making. But let's befriend Knox a little bit. Why are you sad, Knox? Did somebody in your family die? Oh yeah, I guess so. We're gonna console Knox about death. So we're friends with Knox. We're gonna talk to him a little bit about being a werewolf and see if maybe he seems a little bit interested. I mean, he isn't rejecting the idea outright. So let's try to cheer him up again. He is sad. Somebody died. Let's ask him for werewolf sympathy because that will be a good indicator too if maybe he would be interested in becoming a werewolf himself. So we're asking him about him being sympathetic to werewolves. Oh, I don't think he wants to be. Uh-oh. And he's walking away. Oh no. Okay, let's go give him a hug. And now we're like really sad. But okay, that's gotten better. We're sad because we got sympathy denied by Knox, which is like, you're our friend, dude. How can you not be sympathetic to our life? Like, we just, okay, I guess we literally just became friends with him, but you know, still, you would think. Well, Knox left, but we do have a pretty good relationship with him, so I'm thinking that maybe we can invite him over and ask him if he wants to be a werewolf. Since Keegan is here, why don't we see if we can spar with him on this slot? That might be worth doing. We are getting kind of tired though. All right, we are doing another spar with Keegan. We'll see how that goes. We've beat him before, and we beat him in tug of war, so I feel like we're probably going to be able to best him. Oh no, maybe he got us that time. All right. Well, it was a pretty even matchup, so we got credit for it just the same. All right, we are gonna head home. We do need to sleep a little bit and rest up, but we are a nocturnal wolf, so we're gonna have to kind of work on adjusting our sleep schedule so that we sleep during the day, I guess. We've invited Lou over. It is daytime and we don't really like being awake during the day, but we are gonna see if we can do some more romantic interactions with Lou and then potentially have a baby. All right, we're trying in the bed this time. We'll see if that works. We are not in wolf form. Lou is, so that's a little bit different than last time, but last time we were both in wolf form. So we'll see if this results in Elliana becoming pregnant. All right, let's take a pregnancy test and we will find out. And we had some more good woohoo from our time with, and we are pregnant. All right, Elliana is now eating for two, so she is pregnant. Lou, I don't know, Lou seems pretty happy with it, so that's good. We've got a puppy on the way. So that will be exciting in the days to come. And let's go ahead also, and we're gonna invite Knox over and see if we can get Knox to agree to a cursed bite. All right, let's come and ask Knox if he wants to be a werewolf, and we will see what he has to say. We are pretty good friends with him. He's not feeling sad right now, so I feel like he's going to be a little more receptive to the idea. I would love to be a werewolf. Thanks for asking. Can you please turn me? Okay, all right. We can do it. Let's do it. We're going to give Knox a cursed bite, and we're going to turn him into a werewolf. And that should be our second sim that we are converting into a werewolf. Meanwhile, Lou is just strutting around in his werewolf form. Was he gonna come witness it? All right. We're like salivating. Knox looks completely freaked out, and Lou is just like, yeah. Oh, and Lou is even arooing. All right, we have given Knox a cursed bite. We are celebrating this. We're pregnant. And we have now turned 2 Sims into werewolves. I'm suspecting we probably can't spar while we're pregnant. We can't spar, but we can challenge to a tug of war. Let's challenge Lou to a tug of war for that skill. And sparring, I think, while pregnant is probably not going to be allowed given the way things seem to work in The Sims. Maybe we can't even do tug of war. It seemed to cancel the interaction for us. Okay, now we are going to. We're gonna tug of war with Lou. Oh, we won. I'm kind of surprised we won, but we did. I don't know why that didn't count towards our domination. It counted when we did it against Keegan. I'm not sure. So we might be kind of stalled on that one. We're a big sad wolf with Knox because we turned him and we feel kind of bad about it. But Knox has a sentiment that says a like and bond. Bound by the bite, Knox has a powerful bond with Elliana for turning him into a werewolf. Okay, so we're bonded, I guess, to some degree with Knox, so that's interesting. And I think now that we've got 2 Sims that we've turned into a werewolf, we are pregnant with Lou's pup, I guess we could call it. I think that this might be a good place to end the episode for today. Next time, we're going to keep going with this aspiration, keep working on that domination, and see if we can become an apex wolf. And once we're that, I think we'll be ready to challenge Rory. Also, let's have this baby and see how that goes. And maybe we will bring a werewolf teenager to high school. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.